Mr. Chapel, they're ready to hear your side of the story.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Sheffield.
Yeah. You're late, but I like it. Everyone else already finished. But that's all right. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much for that applause. I'm not used to getting applause in my real life, so that's a nice change. Most of the time when people hear I'm a comedian, they just kind of stare at me for a little bit. It gets weird. I ran into my calculus teacher, actually, the other day. It didn't go well. She said, Paul, oh my gosh, you look great. What are you up to these days? And I said, I'm a comedian. She said, that's terrible. Didn't even, just jumped right into it. I was like, why? Why is that so bad? She said, Paul, you don't understand. I'm a teacher. If that's what you're doing with your life, then I failed as an educator. And I said, whoa, that wasn't your fault. My parents failed long before you did. Don't put that on yourself. But you didn't help much. I got a new shirt for the show. That was, I know, yeah. I don't like buying clothes very often because I like to be original, right? It's hard to think you're going to be original when there's just a stack of shirts right there. Like, I want to be the only one with Abercrombie plastered on my chest. You want to feel original. But what I have done, got a little trick. Whenever I buy a shirt, I will pick up the whole stack and just hide them around the store. Give me a head start. They always ask, hey, did you find everything you were looking for? I said, I sure did, but you probably won't. But don't you hate it when you find something you like in a store you should hate? That's an awkward moment. I found this at Express, actually, the only article I've ever purchased from that store. Didn't know there was a men's section, so they had to identify it, which was great. I actually bought it without ever even going into Express. I just was shouting, hey, bring me the gray one. I'm not coming in. Bring it. Bring it out here. I'll be fine, I promise. Extra large. Normally I'm a large, but you have sizes for children. Bring me a real shirt. I don't know who's making those shirts. I tried it on in the restroom at the food court. Worked out good. Just walked back and threw money in and walked away. I'm out. So that's how this got here. But I'm still single, so that's a thing, right? It is what it is. I don't understand women. I can't figure them out. I don't understand how women can want fake nails, a fake tan, fake hair, fake tits, but want me to buy them a real diamond ring. I'm tired of thinking about that one. But I have a type. Everyone has a type. I prefer the blondes, but I get Latin fever from time to time, right? Who doesn't? But like all fevers, it goes away. Once I meet her mother. Married one. Yeah. Domino's is getting pretty cocky. Yeah. Great transition, right? They now proudly advertise that they don't freeze their dough. They hand toss it right there in the restaurant, which is impressive until you see a Domino's employee. Oh, that's the guy? No. Just put it back. I don't want it anymore. Freeze it. Go back to what you were doing. I'll just get a DiGiorno. I know that's safe. Just stop, right? They have a pizza tracker, which is nice, right? Letting you know what's happening to your pizza, because we need to know everything at all times. But at no point do they ever say your pizza maker is washing his hands. And I feel like that, just put that in for us. You know, you don't have to do it. It's just nice. Arby's is also, giving Subway a hard time. They don't slice their meat in the restaurant. They do it in some FDA-approved factory, who knows where. And we do it right here with our high school dropouts for you. We take care of you. They can't pass basic math. Let's give them blades to play with. That seems like a great idea. Stupid. What's Arby's end game in this? What are they trying to accomplish, right? We're slicing up fresh, and it's going to be so fresh. What are they going to do? Just bring the cow and chicken in, slaughter it right there? You know what we call that? A third world country, okay? So I'll go to Subway like an American where the food is cheap and pre-made. It's ridiculous. Stupid. But if you don't want to work in fast food, you got to get an education. So I went to the University of Utah. Any other Utes? A couple of it? Yeah. I'm not using my degree, so I'm not that excited, but yes. I got my degree in business marketing, so that's probably why I still do this. I'm a very big critic of the car commercials. Car commercials lie. They lie. There's always that guy there. He's doing like donuts in the desert and flips and stuff that you could never do with a car. You think, oh man, that's cool. But what do they always say? They say, do not attempt. Professional driver, closed course. Do not attempt? Why are you showing me what I can't do with your product? It's like a pancake commercial. Don't flip these at home. You can't handle this. Leave that to professionals. And what do they mean by professional driver? What does that even mean? I got a license. We all got here, right? Is Jimmy Johnson in these commercials? Is ITT Tech handing out driver's licenses that I'm not aware of? I don't understand. I think what they just mean instead of professional driver, they just mean male driver. They just don't want to get sued. Yeah. Think about it. That's why you can never see the driver in any of these commercials. It's always hidden. They don't want women to feel bad. What's the only time you can see a woman in a car commercial? When it's a car insurance commercial and there's an accident involved. Yeah. Some of the ladies didn't like that joke. Hold on, let me talk my way out of it, okay? That's not sexism, it's just science, all right? I was reading hold on, it's coming. I was reading an article, it was very informative on yahoo.com, that stated men are 77% more likely to die in a car accident than women because women are more flexible and limber. You're gonna bounce right off that steering wheel. You're gonna be fine, okay? You don't have to drive good. Men have to drive good or we die. It's completely different. And on the topic of cars, how are women still bad at directions? What happened there? Google took a picture of the entire world for you. How are you still getting lost? Just put in the direction and you're good to go. Like, I don't understand. Like, and here's the problem. Women, while they're bad at directions, they still expect me to be bad at directions. And that's where I have a bit of a problem, right? I was going to, pick up this girl for a first date. She's like, are you going to be able to find my house? I was like, it's on a street, right? I mean, you're not in a cave somewhere. But she panicked. Are you going to use your smartphone? No, I'm going to pull out a compass and go by the North Star. What do you think I'm going to do? I will find you in 3 days' time like a man. Like, I don't understand what you're expecting from me. But that was not good enough for her. So she decided to send me directions. And I would like to read those directions to you tonight. Hold on. I don't want to be misquoted, because it's a doozy. All right. Get off the freeway at my exit. Didn't mention which one. Go back under the freeway again. Fun. All right. At the third light, go right, left there. Drive until you get to the Best Buy, then go forward to the big mountains. Got it? Got it? Okay. It's probably her best direction of them all, actually. Mine is the second street. No name. I'm in the second circle. My car is in the driveway. If that doesn't help, the house number is 9837. The way to locate her house first is her car. Then, if that doesn't work, we'll give you the number of the house. Why would anyone need Google after that, right? Oh, man. That was a tough day. But I love sports. I love fall. Fall's the best season for sports because baseball is finally over, which is fantastic. Yes. Yeah, thank you. I'm a big football fan. Big football fan. Big Packers fan. Anyone else? Packers fans? Couple? Yeah. Whoa. Easy with the booze, okay? Did Salt Lake City get an NFL team I'm not aware of? Let's calm it down. All right? No, I am a big Packers fan. I am such a big Packers fan that they actually issued stock last year where you could purchase and become part owner of the team. And I did this because I'm single and have $250 to blow, right? So sign me up for that. And people scratch their heads, Paul, why? Why would you spend so much money on something so stupid? And I'll tell you why. So now I can say we during all of the football games. Yeah, because there's always some woman or washed-up jock who's like, oh, you can't say we, you're not on the team. I say, shut up, bitch, I own the team. I can't do everything. That's an expensive joke. But some people don't like sports. It's okay. Not everyone's a sports fan. I love people who don't love sports. We need someone to operate the concession stands, right? Tell me how much you hate after you get me your hot dog. That's all I ask. I like to run, but I don't think it's a sport. And marathon runners are pretty cocky. They pretend to be humble. They're not at all. My friend was in a marathon. I was like, oh, congratulations, that's so cool, you're in a marathon. She's like, it's not that great. I'm not as fast as the Kenyans. I'm just happy to be in the same race as them. No one was thinking that. I think you're the only one making that comparison between you and the fastest people ever, actually. And if we're going to make some comparisons, let's put a couple of levels between you and them. Like, it'd be you, then retired art teachers, then athletes, then Olympic athletes, and then people who run for a living, right? I don't understand where that even came from. It'd be like if I was like, hey, I'm going to Golden Corral, and everyone's like, oh, that's so cool. And I'd be like, it's not that cool. I can't eat as much as the Tongans. I'm just happy to be in the same buffet. My favorite sport, of course, is golf. I love watching golf on TV. Yeah, I know, I do. I love golf on TV because I love watching TV alone. It's a lot of fun. Loved playing golf as a son and as a child. My father would take me out. I loved it because it was the only time my dad would swear at something besides me. That was great. But at the same time, it was the only time I got to swear as a child, which was kind of a big deal for me, right? Like, I remember missing my first putt. Damn it. And my dad's like, yes, son, you can say these here. 'Tis a safe space. And I was like, I like golf. I started hitting a lot of bad shots, though. I really practiced that a lot. But it was hard, though, because I grew up in a strict home. I grew up in a very strict home. I was the oldest, and my mom kept me under her thumb. But they moved to Phoenix, and I got to spread my wings a little bit, right? But my friends, anytime I do something questionable, they're there to keep me in line, right? The other day, we're in the car listening to Eminem, because I'm hard like that, right? You get it. I don't know why people laugh at that, but that's okay. And my friends chime in, hey, Paul, I don't think your mom would approve of you listening to that music. And I'm like, yeah, no duh, okay? That's not because my mother is strict. That's because my mother is a good mother, okay? No mom approves of Eminem. That's like a rule, okay? If your mom likes Eminem, your mom sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No mom is putting that into the minivan CD player and going, oh, Shady, slap that hoe, damn. No. Buckle up, kids, we're late for school. Slap that hoe, woo. I don't know why my mom's Southern in that, but she is. And no mom likes Eminem, okay? If your mom approves of Eminem, your mom cooks Spam for Thanksgiving and goes to parent-teacher conferences to speed date, okay? So don't judge my mother. She is a saint. I love her. But my mom, she worries about me. She really does. She cares about me. I live with roommates, and they're moving on with their lives. They move in and out. I get new roommates all the time. And my mom will call me. She'll call me, and she'll say, Paul, who's your new roommate? And I'll say, his name's Ben. And she'll say, Ben who? Like she's going to know the guy. And I never understand. I'm like, Mom, it's Ben Affleck. He's moving in for a while. Just get off my back. She hates that. She gets so mad. Paul, stop making fun of your mother. I just want to make sure you're with someone good and not some drug dealer. Does my mom know who the drug dealers of Salt Lake City are? Like, I'm going to pick up the phone and say, his name's Antoine. And she'll say, oh, no, not Antoine. He has terrible crack and it's overpriced. Sorry, Antoine, you're out. Unless you come down on price, apparently. She hates that joke. But no, I'm worried, though. I'm worried about turning into my parents. That's like everyone's biggest fear. No one wants to turn into their parents. Like, I'm Greek, so I already know problems are coming my way, right? Like, we overturn cars if salad dressing is out. We have tempers that you don't want to know about, and it's a bad thing. And I know that I've inherited that from my family, but there's other traits that I'm starting to keep an eye on. I don't want to start doing the same things my parents are doing. Like, for example, my dad, when we're golfing, he will pick up the golf ball and lick it clean. Yeah, that's the appropriate response there. But I'm worried that that's going to start happening to me. So every time I pick up a golf ball, I'm like, no, don't put it, no, not in your mouth. No, don't do it. I have to fight this tradition. I can't do this. I will not be my father. But that's nothing compared to the worst tradition that my father has. And that is, my father collects Beanie Babies. Yeah, my father. In a collective case that he displays in the front room. Like some sort of award-winning bass. And I'm so embarrassed about it. It's so hard to bring girls home and be like, yeah, this is my dad's collection, and one day it could be yours. Right? And I tell my dad, I'm like, Dad, do you realize what this does to me? Do you know how embarrassing it is to say this? And my dad says, yeah, now you know how I feel about telling people you're a comedian. That's my old man. He's good. But no, I got to tell you, though, I have probably my favorite fan experience ever is being a comedian. I'll never forget it. After a show, one of my fans came up to me, and he just handed me a Beanie Baby. And he said, "This is from your dad." And it was the most sincere gesture ever. I loved it. It was so great because it's like sincere, but it's also a slap in the face. And I feel like that's a true Sheffield fan right there. That's good. I display it proudly. Look, I'm already on my way, Dad. It's a problem. It's a problem. But it's not all fun and games at the household. Christmas time's coming up at the house, and that's the worst time of the year. I hate Christmas because of my family. My family ensured that. It was terrible. No, I don't even know how to start this. Like normally, in a normal human home, the tree goes up after Thanksgiving, and parents put just a couple of presents under the tree just to build anticipation, right? And then they'll slowly put more and more and more, and the kids get excited. Not at my house, no. At my house, the day after Thanksgiving, the tree goes up, everybody's presents are under the tree, day one. And then my parents like to play a game called Who Can Make It to Christmas with Presents Left? This game sucks. In 28 years, I have never won. They have turned a day of joy into a month of terror because anytime they ask you to do something, if you even say anything, my mom just starts walking to the tree. I'm like, no, do whatever you want. I'm cleaning chandeliers, doing foot massages. It's just awkward, man. I hate Christmas. And who's the idiot who decided midterms need to be 3 weeks before Christmas? Where did that come from? They're not real grades, but let's piss off some parents. I like that. Stupid. And you think, okay, Christmas time, at least it gets better on the day of Christmas. No, not at my house. Because we were locked into our rooms Christmas morning. Not so we wouldn't go peek, but so my parents could sleep in. Yeah, I still hold to the record for oldest and latest opening of presents, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. they kept me in there. My dad would be like, "This way the day lasts longer." Poof. Started to believe him because it never ended. People would just be calling, "Paul, what did you get for Christmas?" I don't know. I'm still in the room. There were 2 presents there last night. I think I made it with a couple, but I don't know. It's anybody's guess. So no, not the biggest fan of Christmas at all. But I do say Merry Christmas. I don't say Happy Holidays because Christmas is the only holiday for me, okay? Hanukkah, if you want some respect, get more popularity, okay? Some of you are asking, Paul, how do they get more popular? How about 8 days off of work and school? That would be a start, right? Why do people love Christmas? We get work off and school off. But if there were missionaries that were Jewish coming to my door saying, "Hey, you could get 8 days off in December," I'm putting up a menorah tonight. Done. Jews make fun of Christmas, "Oh, Christmas, you have a stupid tree," and they make fun of our traditions. But let's talk about Hanukkah for a second, okay? They're like, "Oh, you only get 1 day of presents." We get 8 nights. Yeah, you get 8 nights of presents that have to fit in a shoe from your Jewish parents. How good could those presents possibly be? "Oh, a protractor. Thanks, Dad. That's so great. Can't wait for day 2. Let's get serious. It's not all fun and games at my house, as you can tell. My little brother got type 1 diabetes last year. It was tough. Yeah, poor little guy. It's just a little thin kid. We didn't see it coming. But he has found some advantages I was not aware of. And it's actually pretty cool. You know that sign at movie theaters that says, "No outside food or drink allowed"? People with diabetes don't have to pay attention to that sign. It's actually pretty cool. We're walking up to the movie theater with our Cold Stone treats. And my little brother is looking at me, and I'm looking at him like, "Hey, I don't think we're going to be able to take this in there." He's like, "I got this." And he walks up, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, little boy. I don't think you're going to be able to bring that in here." And he just looks at me and says, "I'm sorry, stupid lady. I have diabetes." And she's like, "Oh, right this way. I didn't know you were coming. Come on in." Got right out of the way. It was impressive. And I'm like, "All right, here we go." I go to walk in. She's like, "Do you have diabetes?" And I said, "No. I have cancer." She's like, "Not funny. Throw it away." And she made me throw it out. And I literally sat there in the movie sitting there thinking, my brother's the luckiest kid ever. But we wised up as a family. You know what? We figured it out. Now what do? We make him carry all the food. Yeah. We show up to the movie theater with a full Domino's pizza and a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. We're ready to go. We just say, "Connor, go do your thing." He just walks up. "I got diabetes, bitch." He's got a mouth now. He's swearing. I look at my mom. You're letting him swear now? She just says, he's got diabetes. What do you want me to do? I can't stop the kid. He's running stuff. Running it. It's not even about, like, privileges. My parents just buy him stuff now, too. He got an iPod just because they felt bad for him. Which is cool, though, because the iPod is the greatest invention ever. I love the iPod. Your life changes when you hold an iPod for the first time. Because what did we have before we had the iPod? What did we have? Walkman, CD player, right? You remember the difference when you hold an iPod for the first time? You're like, how many songs does it hold? Every song I've ever wanted? Even the ones that I hate? This is great. Because, like, you put so many songs you don't even want on there. I don't do many impressions. This is the only impression I do, right? You ready for this? This is everyone with their iPod on shuffle. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Oh, I haven't heard that song in forever. Because I hate it. Right? You don't need that many songs. But the iPod did not beat out the CD player because of the number of songs that it holds. The iPod won because of the anti-skip. You remember that? You remember the anti-skip, that freaky thing? They called them portable CD players, but they really weren't because you had to walk around like this. Just like, don't skip, wind blow. Ah! What a primitive time. And if you're ever like in the car with a date, they had to hold it, right? And you're like up in the air, not in your lap. That's a rookie mistake. We're going to hit bumps. Because if you ever have that CD player and it skips, nothing in your life ever mattered, right? You're like, come back. We're missing our exit. Shut up! Oh, it's back now. Okay, what? Oh. Okay, well, at least we have our Incubus now, right? Just relax. But my second CD player had 40 seconds of anti-skip. Now, that was awesome, right? Now I could start jogging and mowing the lawn with my CD player. I still had to hold it out like this, because who honestly had pockets big enough so that you could fit this huge, giant rectangle? I'll tell you who. All of us who had Jinko jeans. Bam! Yeah. Pockets so big you could fit a baby inside. Which I literally did 8th grade health class, I kid you not. But you hold an iPod for the first time, you're like, it never skips. And why do I have pockets this big? You never saw Jinkos again. Thank you, iPod, for saving fashion once again. Oh, man. Oh, love it. So I know what you're all thinking. Man, this guy is hilarious. I know. I get it. He must do this all the time. Not true. I still have a day job. I do work for a health insurance company, which is a lot of fun, right? I answer phone calls. He gets it. I do answer phone calls, and we get trainings. We got trained on Viagra a couple of weeks ago, because apparently you all have a lot of questions, and we're here to answer them for you. But I learned a lot, too. I thought puberty was the end of the changes, but no, more are on the way. I'm excited. I am. I tell you, I'm excited. It was weird, though, because the training was taught by a woman, which was kind of ironic. I didn't really understand that. She was so bad, she didn't even know how to pronounce it. She kept calling it Viagra the whole time. About halfway through, I couldn't take it anymore. And I'm just like, hey, just to let you know, that's actually pronounced Viagra. She got way defensive. What? How am I supposed to know? I don't take it. And I panicked. Whoa, I don't take it either. But I can still read, okay? Those two haven't been linked yet. I know if I do have a boner, I can't read, but that is completely unrelated. No. She didn't like that very much. She immediately went into sexual harassment training, which I found appropriate, right? I probably could use that, right? She handed me a book called Stop Sexual Harassment Before It Starts. That book was 124 pages long. That seems excessive. I could write that book in one sentence. Stop dressing like a slut. The end. Look, ladies, if you don't like that sentence, the other one would be, stop saying no. Either way. It's up to you to stop it before it starts. That's on you. But But I give that girl a hard time. I give her a hard time for mispronouncing the word. But you know what? I'm an idiot. Let's be honest. I'm stupid. I am the dumbest person ever. My first week on the phones, I pick up the phone and a lady asks, "Hey, I'd like to get some benefits on a pap smear." And I said, "Sure. Is this for you or your husband?" And then just hung up while she laughed. This is my life. But everyone's dumb. Everyone makes mistakes, right? I'll be honest. I really love my job. I love helping people. I love taking calls. They've been great to me, and I love working there. It's a lot of fun. But sometimes members won't accept the help I'm trying to give them, and that's frustrating, right? There's one guy called in a panic, just, "Paul, help me. I need the address to LDS Hospital, quick." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll help you. The address is 8th Avenue and C Street. That's the address. He hits me with, "How do you spell it?" And my brain's like, okay, someone is stupid here. Let me make sure it's not me. Okay, good. And I just said, "I don't know what you mean, sir." And he said, "8th isn't a number, smartass. Spell it." And I thought it was a quiz. I'm like, "All right, EIGHTH. He said, "Was that so hard?" I said, "Not as hard as it's going to be to find a sign that says that." And he's like, "Well, what about the other part? Is that C as in vision or C as the ocean?" Which was kind of impressive, actually, because the guy knows 2 versions of the word, but not the 3rd letter of the alphabet. That's a special kind of smart, right? I feel like I killed a man that night. I feel like he never got there, and that's on me. He just died in his car one night. But we get bored. We get bored at work sometimes. We play stupid games. One day we were playing the Island game, which was interesting. I'd never played, so I didn't really know what the Island game was. So if you don't know, the Island game is where you are stuck on an island with one person and you get to do whatever you want to do, right? And it's like really cool, and you get to pick one person. I never really understood it, but everyone was playing like, "You two look like you're together, right? Look like it's a comfortable situation. Pretend she died. She's gone, okay? She didn't make it, and somehow someone's stuck on the plane that made it. Who do you want to be stuck on the island with?" Jennifer Aniston. That's a good one. Okay. He died this time. Hit him back. What do you got? Who do you want to be with? Gerard Butler. Very good choices. I like it. Very good. I had never played. I did not know what to say. So when it got to my turn, I just said, "Our boss." And my coworker's like, "Paul, what? Her? What? I mean, she's got a boob job, but you can do better. Why her?" And I was like, wait, what are we talking about? I'd take her because that's the only way I could kill her and get away with it. I'm thinking ahead, right? You can take your time. There's no witnesses. It's perfect. If a rescue boat ever actually comes, they're like, "Hey, is there anybody else?" Nope. They're not going to get out and check. They got to get me back to my parade. You know what I mean? Like, we're safe. We're safe. Let that soak in. You'll never play that game the same way. So I've been sent to my HR department. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, that sounds about right. Only once? Yeah, I know. And everyone always likes to come up after shows and ask me questions. "Paul, what's real? What's fake? What do you make up?" And I don't like telling people. I like that creative outlet. But I will tell you on this one, this is 100% true. And I wish that it wasn't. So no, I got sent to my HR department. And the thing is, they don't tell you why you got sent to your HR department. They like to leave you in suspense, right? They also they have 2 objectives. 1, get you to confess to as many things possible. And 2, make you feel like the worst person ever for doing what you did, right? So I get in there, and they just look at me and they say, "Do you know why you're here?" And I just look at them and say, "Is this about the murder?" I got to throw them off, right? And in contrast, murder is way worse than anything they've got on me, right? And they sit me down. They say, "No, but we'd like to ask you a couple questions." Question number 1. Have you ever struck an employee in the face with your fist or a blunt object, such as a stapler? And I'm thinking about it. Now, this isn't a weird question because it couldn't happen. I'm sure this happens all the time, right? But who gets away with that stuff, right? You punch someone, that's the end of the game. They escort you out with security. That's why they're there. No one's ever like, Bob, this memo's terrible. Bam! See you at lunch. No, that does not happen. So I said, no, I have not done that. They're like, okay, question number 2. Have you ever grabbed a woman's breasts while at the office? To which I ask, does your daughter work here? I have to be sure, That's also a weird question. I wish that could happen. That'd be really, morale boosting. I wish you could just come in Monday morning, hey, Janine, you look great, I like it. It's perky, you look good. Let's have a great day. I flick, I do. It's just my touch. I like to flick. I do, it's my touch. I wish I could get to do that. That would be a great place, a good work environment. Everyone's feeling good. I'd be feeling great. But no, I said, no, I haven't done that either. And he's like, okay, great. Question number 3. Have you ever made an off-color joke about another employee's sexual orientation? Some lights are starting to go off. I'm starting to think about it. And I was like, yeah, I may have done something like that. Would you like to know why I got sent to HR? Would you like to hear what happened? Okay, here we go. So there was a gay employee making fun of another gay employee, and he was just being really mean to the kid behind his back. I don't like his face, I don't like his personality, I don't like his work ethic. And all I did, I just looked at him to lighten the mood and said, so he's not your type? That's it. That's all I said. I thought we were in a safe space. I was just trying to make light. And he thought that outed him to the office. My bad, right? Straight people call each other gay all the time. That's how we say what's up. Like, I thought we were just jiving here. So I said, yeah, I may have done that. I'm sorry. I made a bad joke. My bad. So I think, slap on the wrist, end of the interview. I'll go back to my job. No. Here comes question number 4. Which is, have you ever put your fingers into the hole of a woman's ripped pants? Like, as it entered my brain, I just... Excuse me? Now, here's the problem. Question number 4 is very different from questions 1 and 2. Questions 1 and 2 are very vague, they're very broad, they're just feeling around. Question 4 is specific. There's fingers, there's a rip somewhere, and there's playtime. To which I immediately, no, I did not do that. You know what he hits me with? Are you sure? Like, I'm gonna forget that? Like someone just slipped me a roofie one day and I just went on a stapler slapping, boob grabbing, whole adventure time. No. You know what? I wish I would have done all that stuff. I would be a legend in that office. They would tell stories of me from years from now and there'd be a plaque commemorating the event. Do you remember when Paul was on ecstasy? It was amazing. So I said, no, I did not do that. Turned out, it never happened. You want to know what happened? The guy realized that joke might not be enough to get me in trouble, so he made up a story that a girl bent over, ripped her pants, and I went tweedly-deedly-doo. So everything got worked out, no big deal. Went back to work, and people asked, Paul, what did you say to this employee after? How do you go on working with this kind of an individual? I tell you, I didn't say a word to him. I don't want to go back to HR. I just walked up to him, looked at him, slapped him with a stapler. Now I can answer yes to question 1. Oh, man. It's a very sparse clap, like a couple here, a couple there. That's very good. I like it. No, a few more. I like the Tourette's. It's great. He said the word. I'm going to do it. Like a dog whistle. But no, I didn't actually hit him. I wouldn't hit anybody. I can't fight. Let's be honest. I suck at fighting. Most white people do. It's kind of a problem that we have. Like, think about it. It's across the board. White people don't know how to fight. Black people, you all know how to fight. You got this covered, right? Asians invented fighting, so they have that. And Latins can fight dirty, so they have something. So that's all good and well. But white people, we're just the punching bags. We suck. And I am Exhibit A. I've been in one fight my entire life. Guy stole my ball. I was 15, and it was on, right? He swung at me first and missed. He was white, too. Clean miss. And I had a clear shot, and I took it, and I just popped him right in the face. He hit the floor, and I got my ball back. And I was feeling pretty good, right? I was like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurts way more than I thought. And you know, as my mom took me to the hospital to cast my newly broken hand, I thought, you know, it's going to be hard to convince people that I won this fight. Because any difference of opinion, no cast beat cast. That's just the way that it is, right? But no, you think about it. We white people suck at fighting. You ever go to a karate studio? There's only white kids in there. Everyone else has already figured it out. And we're just trying to play catch up. Why was Fight Club such a popular movie? It's the only movie white people know how to fight. It's not a fantasy, it's a documentary. We're taking notes. Did you know we can do this? But let's go broader. You want a real world example? What's the only professional team sport you're allowed to fight? Hockey. Why? No black people are playing. It's a bunch of white guys wearing helmets on skates. What is the worst that could happen? You get black people in that rink, fights are gonna stop. They're just gonna skate up. Well, I could punch this guy who's wearing a helmet, or I could stab him with these razor blades that are attached to my feet. This fight's over. Where's the penalty box? Can you get something to clean that up? Poor guy never fought a black guy before. Oh, man. It's crazy. Crazy life we live. Now, while I may be single, my friends have all moved on with their lives, grown, gotten married, had children. My best friend now had his second child. It was it's fantastic to see them live their lives. But they did something a little different. They went through a midwife. And some things happened that my friend was not ready for. So they're getting a tour of the midwifery. They're going around, checking it all out, doing their thing, right? And the midwife gets to the kitchen, and she pulls out a Ziploc bag. She hands it to my best friend and says, "This is for the placenta." To which my friend says, No, we're good. And she's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I don't know what you're referring to, but we don't need anything to be saved." She's like, "You don't eat the placenta?" Yeah, that's what you should say. And I was appalled. I did not know this was going on, okay? But apparently, it's very good, it's very healthy, and she wanted him to take it. He's like, no, we don't eat each other. We're good, we're not going to do that. We're not cannibals, we like each other, it's okay. And you know what she starts hitting him with? She starts hitting him with the whole defense of everyone else is doing it. She says, "Do you know we're the only mammal that doesn't eat the placenta?" Yeah, dogs eat their own poop too, but I'm not doing that. I like to feel we're a cut above. But she's persistent. She keeps going. She's like, "It's not that bad. It's okay. There's a lot of recipes online. It's okay." I Googled it. She's right. Sure enough, I Googled it. First word, bam, placenta tacos. Right there, ready to go. Which actually seems appropriate if you think about it. Touché. They got it. I'll let that soak in for a sec. Just let it wash over you. But no, so they didn't do it. They said no, and that got me thinking. What's happening? All you people are normal. No one here's done it. I'm sure a few have, but we won't call you out. That's okay. That's not a problem. But what are they doing with all these placentas that nobody's eating? That's when I realized that's probably why the McRib is seasonal. And I know what you're all thinking. How is this guy single? How has no one swept in and taken this? Right? I have a couple rules. I can't find the right woman. I just can't. It's super hard for me. And I finally realized what I'm looking for in a woman. I'm looking for someone I have absolutely nothing in common with. That's, I feel like, the best idea. Here, let me tell you why. Me and my best friend, we're sitting there, we're eating a bag of Starbursts. I pull out the pink one, the good one, right? My friend's like, ugh, what are you doing? I'm like, these are the best ones. He's like, no, you can have them all. Those are disgusting. I'm like, well, which ones do you like? He's like, the yellow ones. Ugh. The guy has no taste. I'm telling you. But that's when I realized that's why we're best friends. We can share a bag of Starburst and never feel like we're sharing. That's amazing. That's why we're best friends. That's what I need in woman form. That's what I'm looking for. Because everything you have in common with while you're dating, you're going to fight about when you're married. Like when you're dating, oh, I love cookie dough ice cream. Oh, me too. That's so great. We have so much in common. 2 years later after you're married, why is it always gone? You know I love it and you just take it. I bought it 2 days ago. It's already gone. I didn't even touch it. You don't even finish it. You just eat the dough and leave me a vanilla nightmare. I hate it. People don't get divorced for irreconcilable differences. They get divorced for irreconcilable similarities. Your Honor, we've tried to work it out. We just have too much in common. It's best we just go our separate ways. But I have a couple rules when it comes to the dating. Rule number 1, I will not date a girl who still lives at home. I've tried that. It just, no. I'm not ready to meet mom and dad if I'm not even sure about the girl yet. You know what I mean? Right? I'll never forget, first date, open the door. The dad just swings it open, just stares me dead in the face and says, what are your intentions for my daughter this evening? I'm 28 years old. He should know by now, right? And I'm not going to say that to him, but I just tell him, I'm not sure, but based on the messages your daughter's been sending on me, you should ask her intentions first. Or else I wouldn't be here. But no, like the dads, they try and, they try to ham up and they try to, be tough. That's nothing compared to the worst dad experience I ever had. This one guy, he got it good. He knew what he was doing. He opened the door, big guy, mustache, 350, super nice, too nice. Opens the door, he says, oh, wow, you must be the date for the evening. I was like, yeah, my name's Paul. He's like, it's very nice to meet you. You look very nice. You know what? Keep my daughter out as late as you want. Have a great time. I trust you. And I felt really good. But I felt like there was a trap coming. Like I was like, okay, all right, cool. And he's like, honey, your date's here. She comes down. She looks amazing. I'm ready to go. And he's like, hey, you two have fun. Looks me dead in the eyes, turns, kisses her right on the lips. And she let it happen. I'm just like, how long has this been going on? And that's when I realized this guy knows exactly what he's doing. That's the greatest cock block ever! Forget about shotguns and interrogations. He removed the desire completely from my mind. The guy's a pro. And I'm okay with sloppy seconds. It's not like I'm mad at sloppy seconds. I was in a fraternity. I get it. We did it all the time. It was called a totem pole. It was fine. No big deal. But I refuse to take sloppy seconds when I'm paying for dinner. I have standards. I have a few standards. Rule number 2, when it comes to dating, I will never take a girl to the movies on a first date. I just won't do it. I just don't feel it appropriate. Dinner was expensive enough. You know what I mean? No, think about what happened. What happened to movie prices? $7.50 for a bucket of popcorn? And we are like, no. No, we don't need a large. Well, how much is the small? Give me the small. $7.25? Who's making these prices? It's like movie theaters are competing with cigarettes and gasoline for the worst screw me over of all time. How much popcorn are we possibly going to eat? But what do they try to get you to buy the large? What do they all try to say? What do they say? Okay, no math whiz. It's a free refill. First of all, you were off. Second of all, it was 25, but good try. But no, it's the free refill. She gets it. It's the free refill. Let's talk about this free refill. Who has to get this free refill? Is it me? Halfway through this 3D $13 movie, I got to get my ass up. Okay, I'll be back. I'm sorry. It's free. I have to go. I got to get my money's worth. You got to go up. You go stand in that line again. They're never as happy to see you the second time. They're like, what is he doing back here? They turn it over. They draw that huge Sharpie X on the bottom in case I want to sneak back for a third. You got me, movie theater. Always ask the same stupid questions. Would you like butter with that? Of course I want butter. For $7.50, load it up. I want butter, nacho cheese. Put some Skittles in there if you have to. You get your bucket. You got to go back now. I'm sorry. I'm back. Remember, it was the popcorn. I'm back. It was free. You can have some. There's cheese on it. What did I miss? Yeah, sign me up for the free refill. That sounds like a blast. Reason number 2 that I will not take the women to the movies on the first date is the armrest. How do you make the call, right? Does she like me? Do I like her? I don't know how it's going. Men will always, petition to the women. Would you like it up? Up? Oh, down? Down. Okay, down. Because women don't even know what we're asking with the armrest, right? They're just thinking, oh, great, somewhere to put my Diet Coke. And we're just thinking, thou shalt not pass. Worst $30 ever. You can't put an arm around with the armrest down. That's a suicide mission. But women can't figure it out till about halfway through. They finally figure out that nothing's happening. Why hasn't he put his arm around me? I've got the hair, I've got the makeup, I've got the cleavage. We're looking good. Why hasn't he made a move? It's because of the armrest, ladies. You're too busy playing a head game with us. You missed it. Because girls, on the first date, they want to make guys earn it. I don't just give it away, right? That's what they say. I don't give it away. Look, ladies, we know you're classy. That's why we brought you to the movies. If we thought we were getting any action at all, we'd have gone straight to Redbox and back to my place. Okay? I got a Scentsy candle burning. I am ready at a moment's notice. So don't you dare. You give me that armrest. But movies have gotten weird, man. They're getting super unrealistic, and I don't buy it anymore. The new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie came out, and I'm on board. It's scary. He's got the fake face. Cool, scary, whatever. He's sawing people in half, whatever. But there's a scene in the movie where he's terrorizing the Texas State Fair. I call BS on that, okay? Everyone in Texas has a gun. He'd make it 3 feet into that park before he's blown away. What's that, a guy with a chainsaw? Finally. No. I'd believe it if it was in the Oregon State Fair, but that's completely unrelated. He could run around for days sawing people in there, no problem. They probably wouldn't even run away. They're just like, he's entitled to his opinion. Oh, you like guns here? But movies, man. Movies bother me. Here's another thing I don't... You know what bothers me about movies? An example. My favorite movie I ever saw in the theaters, The Dark Knight. I loved it. Went like 5 times. Yeah. It was a very good movie, right? Worst movie I ever saw in the theaters, Jack and Jill. Worst by a long shot. Adam Sandler does not need more than one character. I learned that the hard way. Here's the part I don't understand. Why the hell did those 2 movies cost exactly the same price? Okay, this is America, where we pay more for cars, food, and everything else. How did movies get a free pass? We need to establish a system where we get what we pay for, right? Brad Pitt, Penelope Cruz, those movies, full price. Nicolas Cage, $2. Right? Any Tyler Perry movie, free with the purchase of a soda. I'm just... Except in Atlanta, you can do whatever you want there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I understand. You love her. But it's not even just for the crappy movies. We can pay more for the movies that you really want to see. Like, I'm sure all the ladies will pay anything they want for Ryan Gosling and Channing Tatum, right? She got crazy just hearing his name. Look at that. Imagine what she'll pay for 2 hours of seeing that. And we will pay it, men. As men, we will pay it because we are hoping that we will get to receive her acting the fantasies out on us. That's all we want. Just put the armrest up. That's all we ask. Oh, it's gotten out of hand. So people ask, Paul, if you don't like the movies on the first date, what do you want to go do? Tell you what, bowling. That's the way to go. Bowling is a phenomenal first date. I tell you what, you get to see the competitive side early, and you get to see the body in action. I like it. It's very, and that's not just for me. I have a great butt. The ladies love it. They do, and it's for everyone. It's a great time for everyone involved. But I tell you, bowling has had some changes. Men really took over bowling, right? Because people are worried. Paul, you don't want to take a girl on the first date. What if you lose? What if you lose? They'll never live it down. No. Guys rigged this one, okay? Because you know what? Doesn't matter how many pins you knock down. Guys have now added the miles per hour at the top of the screen. There's nothing more chauvinistic in the world that we live in than finding out how fast you rolled a ball to miss pins. That is embarrassing, right? It has nothing to do with the game. Now you have grown men grabbing 6-pound balls. 17 miles an hour! Yeah! You hit 2 pins, Paul. Yeah, let's see you do better at that speed. Girls are just rolling the ball. Oh, I got a strike, hooray. Yeah, at 9 miles an hour, good job. Keep trying, sweetheart. You're doing great. Oh, man. But I've had some problems with the dating world. Things like go well in my relationship and then just careen in like a day to just the abyss. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I was dating a girl. Things were going well, I thought. I kissed her goodnight. We had a great evening. And in the morning, she broke up with me via text message, which wasn't so much rude as it was just confusing. I didn't understand. I was like, hey, good morning. She says, hey, I can't see you anymore. And I'm like, why? What happened? What's wrong? She says, my ex came over last night and I messed up. And now I'm confused. And I text back, did you kiss him mess up? Or did you sleep with him mess up? Because in the book of mess ups, that's like chapter 1 and 50. So I needed to know where we were. She texts me back, both. Like it was either or I would be okay with. No, okay, I don't need a play-by-play. If you slept with him, I'm pretty sure kissing was involved. I doubt he showed up and she's like, these lips are for Paul, but the vagina's free game. I doubt that's how it went. But I'd be impressed if it did, actually. Another one, I was out with a girl on a first date, and I can't decide if she was the worst liar ever or mentally retarded. I can't. Hold on, let's talk about it. We're on a double date. It's me and her sister, and her boyfriend. We go to dinner, and after she's like, ooh, let's go get some ice cream. And I'm like, okay, sure, that's a great first date idea. Let's do it. So we get to the ice cream parlor, and I look at her. I was like, what ice cream would you like? And she says, oh, none for me. I'm allergic. Then why did you bring me to your death trap? Why would this be fun? She's like, a lot of people like ice cream. I just want people to have fun. This is not fun for you. Why would you do this? But I am now split, right? Like the gentleman Paul says, don't order any ice cream. That would be rude. And the horny bachelor Paul decides, don't order any ice cream. If you get that on your lips, she might have allergic reaction. You don't want to deal with that, right? You want to be ready? So full Paul Sheffield is ready. No ice cream. I'm going to be a gentleman. We're not doing it. So we sit down. We wait for the other two to get their ice cream. Her sister puts the ice cream down. Within 20 seconds, my date grabs a spoon and says, ooh, cookies and cream. And takes a huge bite. And I'm a little confused now. Because I don't understand what's happened, right? I first think, am I the worst date ever? Is she trying to kill herself literally on the date? Like, just end it now. Was she expecting some sort of act of chivalry? Like I'm going to be like, no, you're allergic. And hit it out of her hand. I wasn't fast enough. She got it in. I wasn't fast enough. But some people let that slide, not me. I don't let that slide. I look at it, I was like, hey, I deprived myself. What are you doing? She says, oh, I'm just kind of allergic. No. You cannot just be kind of allergic to something, okay? No one goes to Red Lobster allergic to shrimp thinking, just 3 or 4 for me. I don't want to shut off the esophagus completely. No, I don't buy that. And I was like, well, why do you think you're kind of allergic? She's like, when I eat a lot of it, I just don't feel very good. Lady, that's called being full, okay? I could just see her after a full gallon of ice cream. Oh, I must be allergic to ice cream. I feel terrible. Oh, this never happens with pancakes. Oh, I must be allergic. That's the only explanation. So we never went out again because apparently I'm allergic to stupid. So no, we did not go out again. We couldn't. I know, right? That's good news, sweetheart. You're single still. She's all excited. But some dates go better than you actually expected, and you're not ready for them. I was out with a girl. We were on our third date. We were going to go for our third date, and I'm thinking I should kiss her. We hadn't kissed yet. I was kind of getting excited. But she hits me with, hey, let's go to the mall. I have some coupons. Oh. That's like a guy's death sentence. I'd be like, oh, what do we do now? Because we just know that's holding the handbag, nothing fun happening there. So we get to the mall, and to my surprise, she beelines for the one and only Victoria's Secret. And I'm like, whoa, where are we going? She's like, we're going to Victoria's Secret. I have a coupon for free panties. That is not a coupon, okay? A coupon is 50 cents off cereal. That is a golden ticket. That does not happen. And I'm thinking maybe she wants me to act cool, like I'll just wait outside and like, oh no, you go on. I failed that test. Let's go find some panties. Like I'm ready. Because I'd never been in before. I didn't know we could go in. I mean, I'd stood outside at the Verizon wireless kiosk for days. Who hasn't? Right? We've been there. I've applied 4 times. They're booked solid. It's the greatest job ever. But I get in there, and I tell you, I was ready. I was ready for, like, the pictures of the sexy women, the soft fabrics. I was ready for all that. I was not ready for all the other men that were in Victoria's Secret. I was blown away. I was just like this, just looking around, and all the other guys were like, oh, new guy, calm down. Easy, new guy. Easy. Pretend like this is shopping. This is shopping. Welcome. And I was like, okay, cool. I calmed down immediately when I realized how I should behave. I was, okay, I'll calm down. It was very easy for me to hide my expression. It was very hard for me to hide my erection. It was a lot harder. I just started standing like this. Oh, Victoria's Secrets. This place is neat. I like this. Sometimes as I hunch over at the mall, I get tired. I hunch over. I'm going to go stand over here at this wall for half an hour. This is great. Oh, I love this picture. This is good. You really see her spirit come out in this one. Yeah. She has very pretty eyes. What's that? You want me to come touch something? Great, I'm coming. Oh, that's great. That feels hard. Soft, very soft. Soft. Feels very soft. That's great. It's hard smuggling the Eiffel Tower. That's all I'm saying. It's hard. It's a tough job. But she's acting like it's nothing. She's acting like we're in Foot Locker. She's browsing. I'm acting like it's a drug deal taking too long. Like, we gotta get out of here. My mom is gonna find out. I shouldn't be here. This is getting awkward. And this woman actually has the nerve to ask me my opinion. I will give you my opinion. I love everything in this store. How many coupons do you have? Let's establish that. Right? Do you have to choose? How many can we get? Because no man cares about lingerie. We don't care. Lingerie is just sex wrapping paper, okay? You put whatever you want on, ladies, as long as it means sex after. Hooray! Right? You could wear dishwashing gloves and leather boots. Let's do it. Hooray! You could wrap yourselves in newspaper. I'd be like reading, hooray, sex time. It's great. No one has ever like opened a present and been like, oh, this gold watch is great, but the wrapping job sucks. No one's ever done that. The wrapping means nothing. So I'm starting to think, oh man, this girl must really like me. She's brought me to Victoria's Secret. This is going to end well. It did not end well. Because you either take the man to the Victoria's Secrets or the friend. And I found out I was the friend. I was so deep in the friend zone, her gay friends were laughing at me. It was bad. It was bad. And that story does end very sadly. It does. And I know. I wish it was better. Not because I wanted to go out with her again, because I wanted to go back. You know? Once you've been in, you can't stop. So I went back the next week, but I went without a woman. You get a lot different service when you show up alone. They're like, oh, what are you doing here without a woman? Go to the website like the rest of your kind. The disrespect was appalling. It was terrible. So I started to think about, okay, if I don't have a woman, I realized all the other men either have a wedding ring or a girl on their arm. And I'm not getting a woman, so I went out and bought a wedding ring. Fantastic. And I know what you're thinking. No way, Paul. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Bam! I'm ready to go! I call this my Victoria's Secret's VIP pass. I just flash this. I walk in, hello ladies, I'm back, she's doing well. Another birthday, I know, so fast. Another one. The service is back. I tell you, this is an awkward purchase when you're not really getting married though, you know? I go to buy this ring, they start asking you questions. She's like, oh, you're getting married, that's so great. I'm like, yeah, it's fantastic. She's like, what's her name? And I'm like, Victoria. Oh, how long have you known her? Ooh, forever. I started noticing her about 14 years old, maybe 15. Well, why isn't she here with you? She's at the mall. She's always there. I suddenly got depressed and felt like my opinion doesn't count. Let's take this off. Oof. Whew. That's better. Much better. I feel much better now. Much better. Thank you. Most people just laugh, but I thank you for your vocal approval. I don't think he gets it by the laughter. I'm going to tell him, that was good. But no, I don't. Y'all, don't apologize. Enjoy. Enjoy. But I don't understand. I don't understand how to keep a woman. Women get mad a lot. They get mad so easily too. Women get mad when men play video games, and I don't understand how that happens. Remember the double date people? They ended up getting engaged, the sister and the boyfriend, which was cute until we found out she was Satan. He actually sold his car to buy the ring for her, which is adorable, right? Stupid, but adorable, right? So we're sitting at our home one day, and she's going out. She calls him up. She's like, hey, meet me at the mall. He's like, I don't have a car. You're wearing it. Will you come pick me up? She says, no, I'm not driving across town. I'll see you later. Click. Which was, yeah, right? Ridiculous. But he's excited. He looks at me. He's like, do you want to play some video games? And I'm like, yes, I want to play some video games. So 3 hours later, we're playing our video games, and she walks in, and she loses her mind. She just, what are you doing? Like, she just caught him with another woman. Like, and the worst part is, he acted like he was caught with another one. He threw the sticks down. It wasn't me. He put them in my hand. I was just playing for a second, I swear. And she just turned around, walked out of the apartment, left him right there, and he ran after. No, I'm sorry. Ladies, what are you expecting us to do while you're gone? Men are stupid. It's SportsCenter, Xbox, or find another woman. That's it. That's all we know. It's like she expected to come home and just find him making a statue of her, like ching, 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 ching. Oh, honey, you're home. I made this for you. I'm sure you can tell. Made the tools myself. They're not very good. I wrote this poem for you. Let's talk about your day for 4 hours, right? Ladies, that's never going to happen. You're lucky we're coherent while you're gone. All right? But I do. I love my video games. And people always ask me, Paul, if you ever have a girlfriend, are you going to still play video games? Are you not going to give her attention she deserves? No. I tell you, I will throw away my Xbox if I ever get a girlfriend. It's out the window. Yeah. My Xbox cannot make a sandwich. Yeah. That cheer was a little premature. But if Xbox ever figures that out, that's going to be impressive. No, you guys have been a lot of fun. I'm going to get out of here on this. I got one more little joke for you. It's gotten to the point that I don't even understand when a woman is hitting on me or not. I've gotten really bad at it. Me and my roommate, I'll give you an example. Me and my roommate, we're at Smith's getting video game supplies for an all-night session. We got our Rockstars, Doritos, cookie dough. We're ready to go, right? And behind us, a very attractive woman is purchasing puppy chow. And I don't think anything of it, but she taps me on the shoulder. And she says, oh, looks like a video game night. And I was like, oh, yeah, how did you know? You must have a boyfriend with a similar problem. And she says, no, I don't got a man, but I love video games. And I tell you, I missed it. I missed it. I just looked at her and I said, why can't more women be like you? Have a good night. I missed it. I missed it. And my friend, my roommate, after we get out, he's like, Paul, what are you doing? She was totally into you. I'm like, no, she wasn't. She was buying puppy chow. What are you talking about? And he says, Paul, she said that she doesn't have a man and likes video games in the same sentence. There's no way both of those are true. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's right. But I run back in, she was gone. She was gone, I missed her. She was probably just feeding a puppy somewhere, and that puppy could have been mine. And I missed it. But now I'm always on guard, you know. I'm looking around, trying to find the one. I'm at the gym, working out. Girl walks up to me. She's like, are you done with that machine yet? And I'm like, oh, I read you, baby. I'm not, but if you give me your number, I'll let you know when I am. She just turned and walked away. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I looked everywhere for her. I couldn't find her. I looked in the locker room, jacuzzi. She was gone. That's the point of that story. And it's like, I wouldn't even know what to do if a girl even came at me. If like she was like coming up with a piece of paper with her number, I'd be like, ah! Oh, okay, thanks. Like I'm so on guard. It could be happening right here in this room and I'm oblivious, right? I don't even know what's going on. Sure, these two are sitting together, but she's been staring at me the whole time. I don't know what's going on here. He could be a brother. He could be a cousin. He could be a gay friend helping her through a breakup. I don't know. You're all wondering, why do I think he's gay? He's been staring at me too. Everyone, I'm Paul Sheffield. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, do you want to get out of here?
Yep.